Hi guys, my name's Tash and I am with Ali today. Hi Ali.
Hi, how are you?
Really good. How are you?
Well, now that I'm here with you.
Yeah, amazing. And I was just saying your setup is so beautiful.
You.
It
Thank
looks
you.
lovely. Would you like to begin by introducing yourself and just letting us know a bit about your expertise within the wellness industry as well?
Absolutely. So my name is Alessandra. I was born and raised in Italy, and I came here 32 years ago to the US. And my journey really started as a personal kind of journey. I was having severe issues, health issues. I was diagnosed in 2020 with a pretty severe autoimmune, and all my doctors kept on telling me, tough, you're just going to have to deal with the symptoms and just keep popping pills. And I just did not want to take no for an answer. And that is the path that started me over discovering yoga, meditation, these beautiful singing bowls that are with me every day, pretty much. And essentially, thanks to all the holistic modalities that I have been working with for over 20 years and continue to grow and specialize with, I now go from, you know, being on heavy duty medication for the pain to maybe 3 Tylenols per year. I mean, that's pretty fantastic.
Mm.
All for holistic, modalities. And this is my why. This is why I'm here with you guys right now. I want to bring to the public the knowledge that especially the singing bowls and Tibetan bowls that I specialize with have on overall the energy of the body, and your overall well-being.
Okay, that's really beautiful. I love that it came from a very organic place that you wanted to seek that healing and more holistic route yourself. What was you experiencing then back then? What with the autoimmune? What was you experiencing? The physical or mental, emotional?
I have something called, I have no problem talking about it. I have something called endometriosis, stage
Okay.
extremely painful. And essentially, my body was in constant fight or flight. It got to a point where my body was convulsing from the pain. That is the best way to put it. Again, I just wasn't the relief that I was trying to seek via, and I have no problem with Western medicine, believe me. Western medicine is, I I needed, I was called to something more holistic. And that's when my journey. Uh,
Mm.
the singing bowls, along with acupuncture, along with changing my diet, tuning forks, also huge part of the journey. I use them in my own private practice, on myself, and on the clients. I can't tell you the profound effect that all these modalities have on the body. And I was called to just get all my certifications in place and essentially just bring all these beautiful modalities to the public. It really works. My customers, my clients love it. I get constant great feedback about how it makes them feel, how they feel grounded, the pain is gone. It amazes me every single
Mm.
day.
That's so lovely. And thank you for letting us know a bit about your experience there. I've heard about endometriosis and that can be extremely painful to go through. So that is so amazing. I didn't know that such modalities could assist. I knew about the diet and lifestyle aspects possibly can help. But yeah, it's the holistic route, isn't it, as a whole person? Um, what would you say are the main benefits that your clients see then? You mentioned about pain as well. What do they normally get from it?
Yeah, in gen from I can speak for myself personally, but also, I work with a lot of people that have PTSD. I do a lot of volunteer work for people that have different types of cancers. So I see tremendous improvement in all different elements that are presented to me. When the client comes to me, I have an intake form that I make them fill out. And we chat about, whether they are in a certain place spiritually, whether they're in a certain place, physically that they want to improve. But again, going back to the physical pain, again, the feedback that I'm getting from my customers has been extremely, extremely encouraging. I get texts at like late at night, after a session. I came in with a headache, Ali, and I've suffered from migraines for years. And you put the tuning fork on my third eye, and the vibrations made everything relax, and now the headache is gone. So I get those types of feedbacks all the time. Again, it's amazing how the frequencies that will emanate, again, along with the Tibetans and all the other modalities that I use, tuning forks and ocean drums and everything, they really do switch and allow the body to switch from your fight or flight mode to your rest and digest mode, and everything just falls into place. There's something amazing, in the body when the body surrenders. That's something I had a problem with during my journey. I'm always a nervous Nelly, always in fight or flight mode, and the letting go is the part that I stress the most with my client. The moment that you let go and you trust the process, that's when the magic happens.
So with the sound healing and all the different instruments that you just listed, what would you say to someone if they have never heard of these things? So the tuning fork, the crystal bowl, singing bowls. How would you describe the experience or describe it down to someone?
Experience, essentially, these bowls, the crystal singing bowls specifically, are tuned to 432 hertz, which is the earth frequency, aka the universal heartbeat. I'm gonna geek out a little bit on this. I'm gonna be a little geeky on you, but it's nice to explain to people the science behind this, because that's super. People have never heard of sound. They don't know how the bowls work. So there's a principle in science that is called the principle of entrainment. That basically teaches us that when you put two objects next to each other, because essentially everything in the universe starts by vibrating at different levels. But when you put two objects next to each other, they initially vibrate at different levels. In time, they sync with each other. So because these pitch and tuned to 432 hertz, they will retrain the entire chakra system, entire nervous system, to vibrate at the optimal level. Thus, they restore the balance between mind, body, and spirit in a very relaxing, very cathartic, very grounding way. Your body, and the other thing that I want to stress a bit, to me, is always so interesting when my clients tell me, after you've done one or two of these sessions, if you go to bed at night, you just put your hand on your heart, close your eyes, and take a few deep breaths, and just think of the experience you had. Your body remembers. It's almost like the body hears the bowls, and it just puts you, just thinking about it, it puts you into that grounded, relaxed state. It is truly an experience that you have to try, really, to appreciate the benefits of it. It is an experience like you've never had before. And again, from my personal life, the first time I tried a sound bath, I came out of it and I was shocked. It was like, the best way to describe it is as almost if I had a massage my nervous system. That's really the best way to put it, just the way you feel so relaxed and grounded. It's amazing.
Yeah, that's a really good way of describing it, actually. I've experienced sound baths and with gongs and things like that. Yeah, and it is really beautiful experience, very relaxing. So I'm usually in my head, and I find that kind of zones you out and gets you more into your body. And you don't have to do much, do you? Like, as us, the person receiving it, you just got to let it all in and lap it all up. So it's quite nice.
Yes, it's very nice. And exactly like you put it, you just lay down. Most people lay down in Shavasana. And some people like to sit like I'm sitting, and they just close their eyes and just meditative position. The most important part that I suggest, if anybody wants to try sound healing, is be open to receive. the truth. Trust the universe. The moment that you open yourself, trust the universe, you surrender and let go. And all these beautiful sound bathe your body and relax every little cell in the body. There's something magical that happens, something very cathartic. And your body just, it's almost as if you can feel every cell in the body go, oh, I've arrived, you know. It's just wonderful, just a wonderful experience.
Yeah, just talking about it makes me feel more relaxed and like a bit dreary as well. So it's so lovely. And your voice, I think that's very relaxing too. So where do you hold these sessions?
Is I work with yoga studios, and specifically I work with a Pilates studios. I'm in the Hamptons on Long Island, and I work out of a beautiful little village called Sag Harbor. And I service pretty much what we call the east end of Long Island. There are two forks on Long Island, the north and the south fork. So I really work out of those studios. But my specialty, because I love working with people on a one-on-one basis, and I love my small groups. So I also hold these sessions privately in the comfort of the client's home. That's what I really like to do best.
Okay, that's great. And then you tailor it to the client in that respect?
Yes, and that again, even though I love my large groups, I do work for a lot of local libraries out here, and I get 50, 60 people every time I do a session. But I love the one-on-one. I love my boutique sessions because I can really tailor it to the need of the client. One day we can work on body bowl work, and I can put these beautiful Tibetan bowls on your heart chakra and make like a sound capsule around your body. The other something different. Maybe you have a little pain, so we're going to work with maybe a little more of a tuning fork kind of a session. So I really do tailor it depending on what the needs of the client is at that time.
It sounds very beautiful. What would you say is like one habit or practice then in your life that has made the most impact on you positively?
Honestly, I owe everything to practice of yoga. Yoga and meditation is really what started me on this journey. Once I got into yoga and meditation and I learned how to be in the moment, as I said to you, I was a nervous Nelly all my life. I was riddled with anxiety. I just could not get my mind to stop. I just couldn't do it. And then to really being in the moment, to connect. Breath work is something I also work with. That really has had a huge impact on my practice and the way I conduct these sessions.
Yeah, and the journey that's got you to where you are now and helping people in so many different ways.
Absolutely.
Well, thank you so much for your time, Ali. It sounds like such a beautiful, immersive experience. So thank you so much for putting that into the world.
Really, thank you for offering this wonderful, wonderful platform to healers. I thank you so much. I'm so grateful.
Oh, bless you. It's so nice to chat to you.